Hello everyone, welcome to our second class of economics of chapter 2 indicators of growth and development. In previous we have studied about growth. In this class we are going to study about meaning of economic development, definition, characteristics, limitations and difference between growth and development. First of all, we are starting with meaning. What is meaning of economic development? Economic development is a process which is continuous to achieve economic well-being. It is a continuous process. Economic development, the term economic development has a very wide meaning which includes economic growth, welfare and economic progress. It is having wide meaning because it covers growth plus progress and welfare of human being. In economic development, there is an increase in real national income and real per capita income. But economic development is not just quantitative change but also qualitative change. Here it is quantitative plus qualitative change, because quantitative is concerned with only output and quality is concerned with progress and welfare. Development is different from growth. It is multidimensional process. It is multidimensional process because it covers all over aspects of the development. During the process of development, economic and social structure of the economy changes. Along with economic progress, society progress also takes place. Society progress and economic progress both are taking place, not only economic progress, but society progress is also there. Now, how society is progressing, this we will see in our next slide. See, structure of national income also changes. Structure of national income also changes. How national income structure changes? National income is generated from agriculture sector, from industry sector and from tertiary means service sector. Now this structure of national income changes. How first agriculture was giving more its contribution was more, but because of development what will happen? Industry and service sector's contribution will increase and agriculture sector contribution will go down, and because of that the structure of national income will change. The contribution of agriculture as a percentage of total national income decreases. See, the agriculture sector's contribution in national income will decrease. The contribution of industry and service sector will increase. Here see, the industry and service sector's contribution will increase. In the disguised unemployment in agriculture sector get employment in other sector. Disguised unemployment means in agriculture sector. If we can see that all the 9% are working but all 9 are not employed, if we will remove from them 4%, there also output will be the same. Output will be the same. If we remove this 4%, then also output will be the same. So this is called hidden unemployment. We can see all 9 are employed, but in real sense actually only 5% are employed. These 4 are unemployment. These 4 are hidden unemployed. So new technology means they will get this 4%, this disguised unemployed person will get employment in this industry and service sector. Modern technology is being implemented, due to which time and money is saved. New seeds are innovated. As a result, the structure of the institutions pertaining to production and distribution changes. Now, new technology is brought and which will save time and money, and new innovative seeds are brought which will be increase in the production. First of all, I would like to give example of that in agriculture, bullock carts were used to plow the field, but now tractors came, so modern technology is used. First, they were using a normal manual seeds, but now hybrid seeds are coming. So, due to hybrid seeds, production of agriculture will increase. Poverty, unemployment and inequalities falls due to such systematic change. Poverty will change. Why? Because these 4 people are unemployed. They might be living below poverty line. So they will come out of poor, and they will be no more poor, and they will get a job here. Job means they will get employment. So unemployment will also reduce. And by getting an unemployment, their income will increase. Income will increase. So inequalities of income will also reduce. I hope the meaning is clear to you now. Now we are with the definition. Definition of economic development. Economic development is multidimensional process. In previous slide we learned why it is multidimensional process, because it focuses on growth plus progress and plus welfare of the people. So it is multidimensional, and it says about quantity as well as qualitative change. Economic development is such a process in which there is no increase in the population. No increase in the population living below poverty line. Poverty line population is not increasing. So people are not getting more and more poor. Then second is the distribution of income does not further increase the inequalities, and there is continuous rise in real per capita income of the country for a long period of time. Means here inequality in income is not increasing, means remaining same, means all are getting equal income. Income inequality is not there. So because of this, both means poverty line population is remaining same, that is not increasing. Inequality in income is also not increasing. So there will be, because of this two, there will be rise in per capita income, real per capita income. Real per capita income means income which is adjusted after inflation. Real means after inflation what your income will be, that is termed as real per capita income. So because of this two, there will be rise in real per capita income, and this whole process will be termed as economic development. Next is economic development is process in which increase in factors of production and create change in technique of production. Here factors of production will increase. Factors of production will increase because of change in technology. Because of change in technology, as a result per capita income will increase, and along with that standard of living of people will also increase, irrespective whether population remain constant or decreases. Means what? Third definition is saying factors of production will increase, and because of increasing technology. Because of this, per capita income of people will increase and standard of living of people will increase. This will be termed as development by Malcup. Okay, these three definition, I hope it is clear. I am repeating definition. First one is it is multidimensional process. Why? Because it focuses on growth, progress and welfare of people along with quantitative and qualitative change. Second definition is saying that poverty line population will not increase and inequality in income will also not increase. Because of that, person's real per capita income will increase, and this whole process will be termed as economic development. Third definition is saying factors of production will increase due to change in modern technology. Because of that, per capita income of person and standard of living of person will improve, and this will be termed as economic development. I hope this definition is clear. Now we are moving to characteristics of economic development. These all are the characteristics which I have explained in further next slide. Let us see all these characteristics in detail. First one is economic development is continuous process. Why it is continuous process? Because it is slow but it is strong. It is slow but it is strong process. Second thing, in difficulty to start. In first it is very easy to start but difficult to maintain. Then usually it is starting it is slow and in starting it is fast and then it slows down. It is slow but strong process. Then easy to start but difficult to maintain. And last, initially it is fast, then it slows down. First it is fast and then it slows down over a period of time. Second one, it is a quantitative as well as qualitative change. Quantity means if output increases, then it will be quantitative. If product quality will increase, then it will be qualitative change. Change in demand. How change in demand? People's income rises because they will get disguised employment will be converted into industry sector and service sector. So their income will rise. Because of income, their demand for primary good will rise first, then for comfort good demand will rise, and last they will demand for luxurious goods. Next is labor become more dynamic. How labor will become more dynamic? Because their education will increase, so they will get more knowledge, and because of more knowledge they will be able to work in a vast and diverse situations. Increasing capital formation. Now demand is rising, so commodity will be more demanded, so enterprise will come up and form a a business will starting with more investment and with capital formation. Changing technology. I said first there was bullock cart. Now tractors will come for a plowing purpose. Hybrid seed will come. So in development process, technology will get changed. So we can see new and modern technology in development. Then it is self-motivating process. Means for development we just need to give a push or a start, then whole process will start following itself. This was all about characteristics. Now we are moving with a limitation of economic development. First one, it is not considering a human development. Human progress is not focused on. Means what is education of a particular people, what is its understanding, what is its emotion, that all things are not focused upon. Second thing, it is very difficult to measure. Measurement is not there for economic development. Like for growth we can measure output. But in development what we will measure? There is no proper technique or no proper process or no proper device to measure the development. Third thing is we cannot say that economic development is improvement in standard of living, because people of India is also development is considered with developing countries. So developing country means in India is also developing countries, but we cannot see a standard of living of people is improved. Standard of living of people is not improved in India. So we can say that we cannot say that economic development means improvement in standard of living. These all three are limitation. First is it is not measuring human progress. Second one, we cannot measure the economic development. Third, we cannot say that economic development means improvement in standard of living, because in India we cannot see the improvement in standard of living of people. Next one is Difference between economic development and growth. First, development and growth. Meaning means it is economic growth is positive change in real output of a country in a particular span of time. Means output is same. In growth, output is same. And economic development, overall progress, means output plus technology change plus improvement in standard of living of people plus progress plus welfare, quantitative, qualitative, both is there. Economic growth is narrow while it is broad aspect. Why it is narrow? Because it is focusing only on output. And why it is broad? Because all over field is covered in development scope. Increase in the indicator like GDP and per capita income. Here only per capita income is increasing. Here improvement in life expectancy rate, infant mortality rate, literacy rate and poverty rate is increased. Improvement, if you can see improvement in life expectancy rate means first people was living 60 years only. Now they are living 60 plus more years. This is expectancy rate is increasing. Infant mortality means small children are not dying at an early age. They are living a more life. Literacy rate means education is increasing, so their literacy level is also increasing. And poverty is reduced. Poverty means poor people are coming down due to development. The growth is short-term process, while economic development is long-term process. Here national income is moving. In growth, national income is increasing, while in development, real national income means national income adjusted after inflation. Inflation effect is given and then what income is arrived is termed as real national income. Growth is quantitative change only, while development is both quantitative and qualitative change. Growth is automatic process, while development is manual process. For development, government, enterprise, all will have to make an effort. Government will have to come up with a special package, like they have to start new initiatives, yojnas might be introduced, then they will be starting a project for the development process. But growth is automatic. For growth, no special initiatives of government or society or any organization is required. Growth is for a certain period of time. Within a time period it gets over, while development is continuous process. This was difference. Refer to your textbook for more difference. This I have explained, and in textbook the same thing is there, but you can revise one more time from textbook and start doing the things of exercise from textbook. Backside on page number 28, I think it is given glossary. On page number 28, glossary is given. You can refer that. You can start doing your exercise, small questions till the topic which we have covered. Page number 28, glossary you can see. Then exercise question you can see. MCQ you can solve. Exercise question on page number 27 is there, and on 26 MCQ is there. You can start solving that and read textbook twice. Okay, this was all about today's class. We will meet in next class with the further topic.